Hey, beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I guess you can call it a podcast. And today we are here to talk about Porsha. Y'all, Porsha and her antics. This girl done lost her goddamn mind. Even though I don't think she lost her mind, you all. Like, she's always displayed this kind of behavior, and we just made excuses for her because she got those hands. But before I get started, I have to shout out my girl Keisha. She hit me up on Facebook and was like, "Why aren't you reviewing Portia's Family Matters?" And I'm like, "Oh, because it's so boring." She's like, "Yeah, it's boring, but it's watchable." And it is. And I do watch it. But she had me feeling like a real reviewer. So thank you, boo. All right. I'm not going to do a recap like I normally do, like step by step of everything that's happening. I'm pretty much just going to give my opinion on all of this shit. It's just like ridiculous. So, in case you don't know, the premise of the show is Porsha and her new fiance that she stole from his ex wife. Well, now ex wife. He was married at the time. She was also on Real Housewives of Atlanta with Porsha. They were all in the pool and everything. He was sitting there looking at them like a creep. It was just all nasty. But they are now together, and her sister Lauren wants the families to get together. So we're not just talking about Porsha and her new fiance Simon. Ooh, excuse me. We are also talking about her mother's side of the family. We're talking about her father's side of the family, and we're talking about Dennis and his mom. Why? I don't know. I don't even know why Dennis agreed to do this. Like, I really don't. I think maybe he just agreed to do this because he's getting paid for it. That's the only thing I can see. Because it's a shit show from the beginning, like from the very beginning. Porsha is not there half the time. Her sister is coming up with all these things for them to meditate, do yoga, and Porsha and Simon, they're never there. Simon and Dennis has breakfast at one point. Simon tells Dennis that he's used to like pretty much putting people out, so he has like a moving company on hand so that when it's over you can go, because he's been married quite a few times, and he'll probably be married again after this if him and Porsha even make it to the altar. So they're all out of town, and again, Portia's not really participating. Dennis is, but he decides to have a woman come, and that's fine. Like, who cares? Oh, Porsha cares. Mind you, let's back up to when they first came. Dennis said he would come if they could get his things back. Why his things back? Because Porsha was keeping his belongings because she's still in love with him. This show should definitely be called Porsha Loves Dennis, and then it should be slash the Lauren and Dennis show, because that's all we see. Like, we don't see other people. We barely see Porsha. We really do. Okay, but back to the robe, you guys. So he has a Versace robe that he left there, among some other things that she never packed away for him to get. She actually said she still wears the robe. The sister and I think the assistant and cousin had to try to do something to get the robe and bribe Dennis to come. This was all banter that they had at, I believe, the first dinner, and Porsha was mad that they gave the robe and everything. It was just making her look so stupid, because why do you care? Why do you still have the robe? And I was just like, okay, I don't like Simon at all, but I did like the fact that he spoke up and was like, listen, give him his stuff, like, yeah, give him his shit. Like, why do you still have his stuff? And she said, okay. So then there's that. Then we have the whole issue of Dennis bringing a woman there. Why do you care about that? You are there with your whole fiance. Why do you care? But she cares. So we have the whole thing with him and Storm getting into it. Storm claiming that, he tried to talk to her when she was 18 or 19. She called him a pedophile, which that doesn't make him a pedophile, sweetie. You were of legal age. Creepy? Yes, he could be considered a creep, but not a pedophile. And then that's a little confusing as well, because from what I heard, he gave her 21st birthday party. And I'm like, if you kept getting fired or either quitting, why do you keep going back? If he's like really sexually harassing you to the point of you being so upset about it, and you can't stand him and you can't stand to look at him, and you guys go at it like there's some kind of underlying tension there. I don't think they did anything. I really don't. But I do think that there's definite history that's not good. Doesn't make Dennis look good, but she's like ridiculous, just like Porsha. Her mouth, and he kept telling her to shut the fuck up. And I was like, yeah, could you please? And you guys, the only one that has sense on this show is what's her auntie, Liz or Liv or whatever. Because when I tell y'all I got my life, when that auntie looked across the table and said, listen, this is supposed to be a trip with the families, and you're not my family. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know these people. I died. I was like, what? Is she really saying that? And she's looking them dead in their face. I don't know you. I don't know you. And I was like, oh, get it, auntie. But fast forward to this fight, you guys. The fight basically was because they're sitting at dinner, and Dom, I think his name is Dom or whatever, which is her old assistant, and he shouldn't even be there because yeah, he's super messy. He's there and he's talking about the girl that Dennis messed around with, and apparently Dennis ended up hiring her, the girl that he messed around when Porsha was pregnant, messed around on her, and Dennis is claiming that, he didn't know. He didn't know that the girl was being hired there because he doesn't do the hiring and firing, but somebody knew, I'm sure. And that was all just a total mess. I can understand why she was upset, but at this dinner, no. Like, you are so far removed from this whole situation. You're sitting here with who's about to be your husband. Why do you care? But they're going back and forth about it. Dennis's mom, so Dennis and Dom going at it. Portia's pissed off because she's pissed off because she still likes Dennis. She still wants Dennis, and she's like reliving the hurt of when he cheated on her, I guess. So the mom, Dennis's mom, is trying to say, listen, why are we talking about old stuff? And I agree. So why are you talking about old stuff? And they're starting to go at her. She's getting louder. Dennis is trying to calm his mom down. So you guys, I'm telling you, this show makes Dennis look like just the greatest guy ever, which we know he's not. I mean, not to clown him because I'm all on his team on this one, but Dennis is a fuckboy as well. We all know he is. He just happens to be right, and he just happens to have a little more common sense than all these other people here. But he was trying to calm his mom down. He's telling her, listen, mom, hush, stop. It's not your fight. She just kept going. So Dennis ends up getting into it with Storm and telling her to shut the fuck up, which she really needed to. Again, she really needed to. And at this, like, Porsha lost her mind. Oh my God, he gotta go. You keep talking to her like that, he gotta go. Calling security on him. And my whole thing is, why are you having this reaction? Why do you care? You guys, it is so true that once you don't care, nothing can phase you. Like, you cannot. My co-parent and I, we're good. Like, it took forever, but once we got to the point where we were like, yo, why are we mad? Like, I don't like you, you don't like me, we don't get down like that. We got this kid, gotta take care of her, gotta, deal with each other for that. What are we mad about? It gets done. Shit gets done. So what are we mad about? Once we got to that point, everything is all love. And I'm telling you, he cannot get that reaction from me because it's just not there. Like, none of it is there. So only thing that could get that reaction from me to him would be if he did something to my baby. Other than that, like, all this stuff that Portia's giving, I don't understand at all. But then again, I do. Like, she's still in love with him, which ill, but she is. And it's just ridiculous. And the fact that Simon is just letting this shit fly is crazy to me. So with the fight, they're going back and forth. Portia's trying to get him out of there, telling security to come get him. Dennis gets up and he tells his mom, come on, let's go, we're leaving. They walk towards the door. I have no idea why Porsha got up as well, but she's up and she's telling him to get the fuck out, him and his mom and his slut. And I'm like, girl, you sound so bothered. She's so bothered. But she was so disrespectful to his mom. Like, I don't care. This is still your elder. This is your kid's grandma. Yeah, she's just so disrespectful. So as they're trying to walk out, It looks like her and the mom. Now, this is where everyone has their own views and you see all these different clips or whatever, but nothing is really concrete because there's so many people, and some girl was just yelling in the background like crazy. But I feel like I did not see. Some people said Dennis lunged at her. I did not see that. I feel like she was making a move towards where his mom was walking, and I definitely saw Dennis make a move, but it looked like he was trying to block her. And after that, she started just punching at him, throwing plates, throwing microphones, like she lost her shit. She really did. But it doesn't take much for Porsha to lose it. And we have made so many excuses for this girl. Again, I'll say, because when she did it to Kenya, I, along with everyone else, was like, oh, well, she was provoked. You know, she had the bullhorn in her face or whatever. And, you know, she provoked her. And what did Porsha do afterwards? She laid on the floor, gave us all this drama. Oh, my God, I can't believe I did that. I'm so mad at myself. No, girl, this is what you do, because these are not isolated incidents. Like, you keep doing this. So this is obviously what you do. After this whole thing, what did she do? Oh my God, I can't believe I did that. She's so upset with herself. No, yeah, she needs help. She really does. Like, something triggers her and she needs help. Now, I'm not gonna lie, she looked like she can go. It's not funny because that's just ridiculous, but she looked like she can go. Thank God nobody got hit with the plate and the microphone and all that. But she always claimed to black out, and I'm like, if all of that is true, you definitely need to seek some sort of help, for real, for real. All jokes aside, but afterwards, she tells everyone, per the producer, she tell everyone, don't talk about it. We're not talking about it. And I'm like, oh, for sure you're not coming back for a second season with this crap, because Andy does not like it when you guys don't share. He wants you all sharing everything. So once you say, oh, we're not sharing, oh, you're done. Even though it probably won't come back anyway, because it's boring as all get out. I mean, yeah, they have drama going on right now, but the show itself is just like, do we really care about Porsha and her family? I don't. I just don't. So today, now that she's getting all the backlash, she comes out with a statement basically saying it's not okay to put your hands on people. She feels bad about what she did. What did she say? She made some sort of claim saying when it's men kind of having, hitting women or something like that, or abusing women, something like that, that made it seem as if Dennis was in the wrong. Because I'll tell you guys, in the blogs, a lot of people, like, there's a lot of different comments saying Dennis hit somebody, Dennis really did it. Her cousin Storm came on Shade Room and showed pictures saying that she got all beat up or whatever. I don't know how he could have gotten to her to that extent. Like, it was people everywhere, and they were all on Dennis. They were all on Dennis. They were all on Porsha. Like, that was the focal point. So I don't know how anybody would have allowed him to get to her. I didn't see it, but again, I didn't see a lot of stuff. So it's just kind of all over the map in terms of what happened. I think it's unfortunate because this is a real life family and they really have to deal with each other. I think it's unfortunate because, okay, when the show goes off, Porsha still has to deal with his mom. Even though if I was his mom, I wouldn't have shit to do with her. Listen, I can deal with the daughter. I don't have to talk to this girl at all. You could bring the baby over. We can do things like that. I'm not co-parenting with her. I don't have to deal with her. She was so disrespectful to the mom. I did like afterwards, the auntie was like, when they sat down and talked about it, finally, once the producers were like, yo, are you really not trying to talk about this? And I think she thought about it like, this is what I have to do. I have to talk about it. So they're at dinner and they're talking about it. And the aunt was just like, you guys are bringing up all this old stuff or whatever. So, of course, his mom is going to defend her son. And it's old. Like, basically, like, all of it is old. Why are you bringing it up? The aunt was the only one. Her, and I'm not gonna lie, Dennis. I do think Dennis's mom is kind of messy too. I think when his company came and she was sitting at dinner with them and everybody was like, where's Dennis? And she's like, yeah, he had a girl come. And she was smiling or whatever. I'm like, she petty? I mean, I wasn't mad at her, but she petty. So I do think it's just all messy. Maybe they need to take a step back for real, for real. Afterwards, Portia goes, she talks to her mom, and her mom, I mean, I guess she wasn't there. She didn't see exactly what happened because she didn't reprimand or say anything to Portia in terms of what happened. They actually didn't even talk about that situation. So once again, Portia's talking about it, but not talking about it. She didn't tell her mom about the whole physical altercation or whatever. So everything is just kind of put on to me. Like, I just feel like if we're not going to talk about everything that happened and y'all just going to sit here and eat chicken and the lights go out or whatever and oh, it's so fun. No, like that shit was just boring, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It was just boring. I was like, oh, can we get to the point of something? But all in all, I just feel like Portia needs help. She really does. This show did not paint her in the best light at all. And I'm not gonna lie, I did like Portia. I don't, well, I stopped liking her as much once the whole thing with Simon happened because I just feel like that's low down. I feel like she's very desperate for something. I don't know. I don't know what. And then finding out that she's slid in his DM, I guess we kind of do know what. Because if you would talk to this creature, for real, and you have to kiss this creature and do things with this creature. I don't care how much money he got. He, you, excuse me, I'm sorry. I am not cutting that out. I am tired of cutting. I am. Shit. All right, I am done talking about it. Plus, I feel like I'm about to die. No, I can't say that anymore. You can't even say that no more. You guys, I'm a drama queen, and anytime I get sick, I say, oh my God, I'm dying, this and that, but people really are dying, so I can't really say that anymore. But it's too many jump cuts. Sorry about that, but I keep coughing and having to stop and go. So if you are still here, you are the real MVP, and I appreciate you. If you have not already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will more than likely review the next one. And again, shout out to my girl Keisha for the recommendation. You guys know I'm always open to recommendation because I want to do this, but it's not a whole lot of stuff on TV. I don't know what people are watching and what people care about. So if there's something that you care about, let me know and we can talk about it. But I will see you guys in the next video. Smooches.